Hey guys, this is Ray, the face of Double R Diesel. I know it's probably been a while since you've heard from me and Double R Diesel, but it's been a lot of things that's happened in the past 10 months or so that has changed everything. And anyway, I kind of had to take a break from it for a while, but the good news is I'm back at it, but we are in a much different capacity. So yeah, in case you haven't heard, the United States Environmental Protection Agency did blow the whistle at me and put me in the penalty box. So make a long story short, someone out there did not like me and actually turned me in, Double R Diesel, to the EPA, and they subsequently investigated Double R Diesel. And you know, it's I'll just go ahead and say quickly to that person who turned me in, you probably thought that you were harming me, but actually you actually liberated me, and I want to thank you. You helped me get some things settled and helped me get my feet set upon more solid ground. So I'm actually thankful to you, whoever it was that turned me in. You know who you are. God knows who you are. But no bitterness there. I'm actually thankful, and I say that in front of God, and that is the truth. As far as the Environmental Protection Agency goes, well, they are no joke. And I'll try to explain the situation as briefly as I can and try not to ramble, but I may end up doing that. But they sent me a letter last October, information letter, and basically said, you know, we have found your website, which, by the way, my website was not out in public. It was part of the back end of I Got a Cummins. I used to do business on I Got a Cummins, and it was basically like a membership deal. You had to be a lifetime member of I Got a Cummins to be able to do business with me, which is the case no more, and I'll come back to that in just a minute. But they found they found a website, what I was offering, and I knew that what I was selling was kind of on shaky ground. I always sold everything with a disclaimer saying it was for off-road use only when it come to removing any emission systems on a diesel truck. But the EPA does not see it that way. So they got me. They requested information, and I obliged them. During this whole investigation process, I chose not to be represented by any lawyer here on earth. I actually, I couldn't afford a lawyer here, but I knew my best representation would be to put my trust and faith in God, and He has delivered me. I cannot give God praise enough, because without Him in this situation, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you right now. I mean, the EPA only brought civil charges against me. It could have went criminal. They've done it with other people that's done the same thing I've did. So I'm very thankful, and I know God has blessed me richly, and He's been on my side. But getting back to what they charged me with, after looking at everything, I supplied them with the information. They wanted to see what I've sold over a period of time. And, I was truthful. I answered every question they had. I supplied them every bit of information they wanted from me. I didn't hide anything. Hiding information from the EPA will get you in deep water very quickly. And I didn't hide anything. Of course, I'm a Christian, and I have the obligation as a Christian to be truthful and honest, and that's what I did. They charged me with conspiracy to violate the Clean Air Act, and conspiracy is a broad term, so keep that in mind for you guys out there who are still participating in deleting trucks, removing catalytic converters from cars, that kind of thing. It's sketchy ground, and anything you could be charged with conspiracy, doing a number of things. You don't even have to actually be selling the device, removing items. You can just be helping facilitate sales or instructing people how to do it. So the EPA means business, and I'll go ahead and tell you guys, the odds are they probably will watch this video. That's fine. I'm not hiding anything. I want them to know that I'm being truthful and I'm out there being honest. So they investigated me. They hit me up with a monetary fine. I'm not at liberty yet to go in all the details, because I literally just signed my consent agreement final order, which is commonly known as a CAFO. Hasn't been filed yet. Once it's filed, I'll have 30 days to pay my fine. And thank God it is a fine that I can pay. It hurts. Oh yes, it hurts a lot. But I can pick up the pieces and move on. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm so thankful to God I'm able to do that. Moving forward. Emissions compliance. If you've seen their new website, which I just recently put it out, everything moving forward we're selling is emissions compliant only. Do not ask me to do a delete tune, recommend somebody to do a delete tune. Guys, I have signed papers saying I will never do that again, and I meant it when I signed those papers with the EPA. I do not want to ever have to go through this process again. It was a terrible strain upon me, my wife, and my son. And I will never, ever put my family through that again. So please do not ask me to help you delete your truck. I understand why you might want to do it, but I'm telling you guys, moving forward, you really need to consider keeping your vehicles emissions compliance, whether it's a diesel truck, gasoline powered vehicle, whatever. Really, please consider keeping your emissions intact, and let's try tuning them for performance the right way and not the wrong way. I get it. I like sight. I like sound. You know, I love all that stuff. But I'll just say this, since we're talking about diesels and what I used to do. Times have changed. Public perception of diesels have changed. Years ago, everybody just knew that a diesel blew out black smoke and it smelled, and that's just how it was. But times have changed. People's perception of diesels have changed. I know it's politically fanned, and the political winds have blew this movement, but it is here, and it is here to stay. People do not want to see a truck belching out black smoke. They don't want to smell it. And if you're doing that, if you got your truck running that way, then it's not going to get any better for you. It's only going to get tougher, because dealing with the EPA and the lawyers that I've had to deal with, I had to deal with guys straight in Washington, D.C., and they meant business, okay? I'll go ahead and say they meant business. They were short, to the point, very precise in what they said and what they wanted. But they were also very fair with me at the same time. But in dealing with them, that organization of the government means business. They mean to stop air pollution. They mean to stop vehicles running around without emissions control systems on them. Yes, I know, guys, it's not the best, for the performance of a vehicle and the sound of a vehicle, but it's just what we got to live with, and it's not going to change. Some people might say, well, if Donald Trump gets back in office, it might change. Well, when Donald Trump was in office, the EPA was busting shops left and right then. It's not changed any at all. So don't think that because of a political change that things will change with the EPA. It's not. It's not going to get any better. It's only going to get worse. So if you're blowing smoke, if you're removing your emission systems, if you're pulling catalytic converters off, and you're bragging about it, you're doing the worst thing you could possibly do for the automotive performance industry. But that's enough about that. We'll talk about that on another day. But once again, I'm only doing emissions compliant stuff moving forward. You'll see that on our website. As far as tuning Dodge Cummins trucks, the focus moving forward is to help you guys as truck owners to be able to keep your truck in emissions compliance, but do so in a way that maximizes performance within the boundaries that the EPA will allow. Have good transmission tuning, because we are a certified tuner for RevMax transmissions, and we do tune other brands as well. We know what to do. We've been doing it a long time, and we're going to keep on doing it. So we're going to try to maintain the health and the reliability of your truck's engine and your transmission while staying in emissions compliance. That is our goal moving forward, and that's what we're going to focus on. As far as how you do business with me, I'm no longer affiliated with any form, okay? I know used to be you had to go through a form to find me. Not no more. I'm not affiliated with any form anymore. And if you are dealing with somebody who says, I'm selling double R diesel tuning or products, if you're not dealing with me, Ray, the guy you're looking at right now, then you're not dealing with double R diesel, okay? Unfortunately, I think there's some people out there that have taken advantage of the situation, stating facts about me that are not simply the truth, trying to peddle tunes in services. There may be people that's saying that they are me, which they're not. So understand, you're only going to find me moving forward on Facebook, YouTube, and our RRDiesel.com website that is out in the public. There's nothing hidden. There's no hidden agendas. So just keep in mind, if you're not dealing with me, you're not dealing with the real deal, okay? You're dealing with an imposter, and I'm afraid that there may be some people out there that know my situation that are taking advantage of my situation, and it's just simply not me. But moving forward, Ray, RR Diesel, emissions compliant tuning only. As far as you guys that used to be a customer of mine that has a truck that the emissions is no longer present, I can't help you with that no more. I'm sorry. I wish I could. Golly, I wish I could, but once again, I have signed paperwork saying I'd never be able to tune a truck with the emissions removed again for public road use, and I will abide by that. Don't ask me where to go. You'll have to figure that out on your own. But guys, I really want you to consider coming back over to the clean side, because things are not going to get any better. And if you do, I promise you, if you are a future customer of me and RR Diesel, I will help you keep your truck in compliance and maintain its health for as long as possible so that you can enjoy your truck, use your truck for work and play as it was intended to do. Anyways, guys, that's all I can say right now. As far as the EPA case, like I said, I haven't paid my fine yet, but once my CAFO is filed and I pay my fine, it will be public record and you will be able to see it at that point. But in the meantime, I just want to give you a little synopsis about what has happened and where things are so far. As always, guys, God bless you. Thank you for your loyalty and your friendship over the years. I have found out who my true friends are now since things have went down. I found out who truly is my friend and who the people who are simply using me to get a buck out of me. So anyways, guys, God bless you. I will definitely post this video to YouTube. I'll see if I can get it on Facebook. It might be too long, but anyways, God bless you guys. I'll talk with you again soon. Have a great day.